Hey folks, this is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking, and in this video we're going to take a tour of what I keep in my backpack when I go mountain biking. Okay folks, this is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking, and in this video we're going to take a quick tour of what I take with me when I go mountain biking. Now before we jump into this specific bag, I do want to let you know that the bag that I take with me could actually vary based on the kind of riding I'm doing. This is pretty much my go-to bag for when I go and do cross-country and things like that. But if I'm going on a longer journey, I might take a bag that's bigger, or a smaller tour, I might take a bag that's smaller. This kind of fits in the middle and carries what I need. The other thing I want you to note is that the contents in this bag are pretty much what I always keep in there, but there will be some items in here that are skewed more towards the colder weather, so things will change based on the season. And in fact, I'd love to hear some comments from you down below if that even makes sense. Do you change the bag or the contents in your bags when you go riding? So let me know. So let's go into what I have inside this bag. Lots of zippers, lots of pockets. The outer one, I usually keep some food. Okay, lots of nourishment. Okay, right here I usually keep some food because it's easy to get to. All right. Inside bag are a lot of my go-to items. My Dynaplug plug kit for my tubeless tires. Got a review on that if you want to learn more about that. My Crankbrothers Multi-Tool. Okay, I keep that in here as well. So want to learn more about that? I got a review on that too, but that's what I keep inside of here. Got to have my multi-tool, right? Some electric tape. You just got to have stuff that can fix your bike when you're out on the trail. So electric tape seems to be pretty handy. I do a lot of filming, okay? So I actually keep some extra memory cards with me so that I have a backup one in case I forget to bring one or if one fills up. Duct tape on a stick, okay? So here's where I have some duct tape. Keep it right here on a stick. And a flashlight comes in pretty handy too. I also keep some cash just in case I need some money to have with me to whatever. I need to have money. And an extra bag here for spare parts. Let's say something breaks. I've got a bag to put the parts in. I've got a review on this Tear Aid patch material. Great stuff to just fix things that might have ripped. Check out that review and learn more about Tear Aid. It's great to have some extra pieces with you when you're on the trails. Here's where things get a little bit different. I certainly don't keep these hand warmers and body warmers in this bag during the warmer weather, but here they are because it is cold. And that is just about it, other than, of course, my Regular Guy Mountain Biking stickers. You got to have them with you. And, yeah, that's about everything I keep right inside of here. I do generally hook my keys onto that, my little key fob, so my keys will go on there when I'm out riding. In here, I generally just put things that I just have to kind of, maybe I take a shirt off or a jacket off, I can shove them in there. Or when I'm packing up my bag, I'll put my gloves in here so I know where they're at. Top one, I usually keep an extra GoPro if I need one, or I keep the GoPro batteries, things like that, just so they're easy to find. This is a nice pocket, but not too deep, so I don't lose anything. Let's open up the bag now. A lot of stuff in here. Tire irons, okay? Little overkill, I realize that. They're kind of heavy and big, but I am so tired of little plastic ones cracking and breaking and not doing their job, so I'd rather just have something I know that always will. Bike pump, depending on what bike I'm riding, I may have my high volume bike pump with me, or I might not. Reviews on all the bike pumps, I'll link those all up so you can learn more about them too. Bike derailleur hanger. You need to have a hanger with you, folks. This is the one for my Remedy. Depending on what bike I'm riding, I'll have a different hanger with me, and here's the tool. You need to be able to take care of your bike. Here's where I have a hanger. Some rubber gloves, not only for just cleaning your bike, but if your hands get wet and you're out in the cold, it's good to have these on. You could put these over your hands and then put your wet gloves on to get you out to safety. Keep a towel with me, maybe to dry my hands off if they're wet, okay? Winter months, here is a long underwear type of shirt. If I get cold or sweaty and I have to change to something else, I've got an extra shirt with me. These are very thin, not that hard to keep in the bag. Again, it's cold out, I'll keep a windbreaker with me just in case something happens, if I'm cold or whatever, or if I have to help somebody else out. I have something else to wear. I do a lot of filming, so here is a bunch of extra GoPro parts. I like to keep them with me, so I always know what I have. They're right there. In fact, if you want to take a look at my buddy Brian Kennedy's video, BKXC, you can actually go through a whole video on what he takes with him when he travels around the world. He's got a great video on all the stuff that he takes with him, so check that one out. This is what I keep with me in my bag, just in case I want to have some extra parts with me. So, good to have stuff with you. Your phone might not always be charged. You need to have some maps of where you're going to ride. All right, it's always good to have a backup plan, so I keep some maps with me. Tie wraps. You gotta have tie wraps in your bag, okay? Between tie wraps and duct tape and electric tape, you basically can fix almost anything. So keep them with you as well. I do usually have my bladder in here, right, for water. It's just in the freezer. I keep it in the freezer when I'm not using it, but the bladder will go right there. And right in the little side pouches, this one I keep a pocket knife, and this one I keep some more food. Okay, just so it's readily accessible right there for me. That's what I keep in this bag. These are generally what I'll have with me most of the time. But I want to know what you have. One of the reasons why I thought this was going to be a good idea is because someone might want to get an idea of what I'm having. It might be different than what they have, and we can learn and share together. So again, do you have multiple bags? I want to know. Is the gear kind of jive with what you guys have? Is it overkill? Is it underkill? I don't know. What do you take with you? Let's kind of build this discussion up and share and help people out. Also, there should be a link to a bunch of other videos to watch on the screen. Check out some of the other videos. Subscribe. That'd be great, so you can keep in tune with what Regular Guy Mountain Biking is always doing. And that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you this time around. This is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you folks later. Bye-bye.